Alrighty guys, welcome. G'day. Anybody out there? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, and as always, very good evening. How are you, ladies and gents? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another London session. Apologies for the late start. Not much you can do about it on a Tuesday or a Friday, but nonetheless, we are here. We are ready to rock and roll yet again. Been a good day so far. Bought a gold entry in the Discord. Send the analysis in at the end of the closure of the daily candle. Actually managed to find an entry on gold a little earlier today, so it took a small win on that, but it's at an interesting level yet again, so we'll go through that shortly. We'll start with GJ, but gold looks like it could provide for a potential option come London Open. So without further ado, guys on YouTube, you know what to do. Smash the like button, let me know how you're going. Make sure to join in the chat, spam the chat, just whatever, guys. Just let me know how you're going. Talk, say whatever you want to say. Basically, we need to get more viewers on stream. Once again, bear with me, guys. I do have stuffy nose, so might sound a little nasally, but anyway, nonetheless, let's have a look at GJ and looking at the weekly. Once again, we do have that high low high to that previous strong bullish candle. Nothing yet to suggest we're ready to make a deeper correction or a correction of any sort. To be honest, we are strong bullish on a weekly in a big uptrend, obviously on a daily time frame as well. Previous daily also closed with back bullish, high low high to the previous. We begin to break above that candle's high. Now it feels a strong possibility we will continue to the upside no matter what we think about it. Yes, it looks like it's overbought. Yes, you're probably thinking, and at some point it will correct, but we cannot predict and anticipate that. We need to react when the time comes. So at the moment, we don't have anything to suggest we're going to create that pullback. So we are technically bullish on the daily. We begin to break the previous daily candle's high. There's high probability we'll continue to the upside. Oil, obviously also in a bit of an uptrend, or in a big uptrend. But what we can see, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest. So just drawing the resistance at the previous daily candle's high at 202.6 to 202.7. As far as support, it's just an area consolidation. We have this big wick. I have no idea what it's from. I am assuming it's something coming out of the Bank of Japan in regards to potential intervention, but obviously it was quickly completely abolished by the move back up. Bounced off this support to the left and end up closing a bullish candle on the daily time frame. So I'm just going to mark in that support. I just want to see what it looks like below that level. So we are bullish in the structure. You're going to leave that level in for the time being, guys. As for the resistance, I'm just going to need it up a little bit. All right, so this is our range now, in my opinion, on GJ. This is the 4-hour range. Drag this up a little bit so it incorporates the high. And what we can see is technically in the M30 we are bullish, and we will remain bullish until really close below this support. So that used to be the case. Then once again, guys, just look for buyers on GJ, and it's just a matter of where from. So at the moment, even if I was to consider a sell, we're right in the middle of this range. We're approaching a support, so I'd rather look for the buy options. At this rate, it's either going to be buys back at the support around that 201.90, 201.80 roughly. Look for my calcium price action, similar to what we had over here to the left hand side. Bit of consolidation, price begins to pull away from the consolidation. That could be a potential entry point for the buy option. So buys from the support is something I'd be looking at on GJ. Our continued buys on continuation above the high, previous daily candle's high, is also an option. Now, when I would consider sell, let's just say we pop above the previous daily candle's high, like so. I lean to reject, and we start to close back below it. You know, at that point there's a high probability price will come back down to the most recent support. So wherever we do form a support just now, we do create another move to the downside. That would be the target. So therefore, that is the only probably circumstance that I would consider looking for the sell option if that was to eventuate. So not interested in selling it from the middle of the range. The other option to sell is obviously once we split the structure bearish on the M30. That point there, it is clean to the left. Also got a catalyst within price action. You'll also be breaking current daily candles low, respecting a high of the previous daily. So if we do begin to pop below at 201.70 roughly, that is where I would consider my sell options as well. So that is the analysis on GJ moving forward. Pretty simple one today. Playing the range, either looking for the buys from the support or buys above it, sells from the resistance or sells below the support. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Make sure to hit the like button. Let me know, are you in trades right now? Buy for yes and for no. And let's have a look at the gold. So the gold looking potentially good for a buy. Let's have a look. So this is the analysis sent in at the end of day, or start of day, end of daily candle closure. I was looking for buys from this level, and which I did get in and got in some buys around here. Secured 50% and around, it was around 11 pips or so, and then the rest got stopped out eventually, but it did make the move once again. We're now back at that level again. So let's remove drawings. Let's do the top down analysis on the gold. So weekly, once again, weak bearish candle, current candles pull back towards the open of that candle. We are respecting it. Obviously it was just an inside bar candle, obviously still very early into the week. What we can see though is that previous daily closed back bullish. So now I have that higher time frame candle closing back in my direction, well, back bullish. That gives me, irrespective of the bias, it gives me confidence to look for buys with using the daily candle probabilities. If we begin to break above the current daily candle high, the previous daily candle high, notice the previous daily had no upper wick. Look what we've done. The current daily candle, we've just melted straight down. So let's just see what we got above that level. 4 hour, you can see that technically is also still bearish. Yep, still bearish from this one big move from the downside. So drawing that resistance, it's back above that support there to the left. So I like that. I like that to look for the buyers moving forward. The fact that we're back above that support, if we begin to break above it, we do have some clean traffic to the left hand side. At that point, you can argue if we do pull up just now, create a higher low, we're creating a higher high within the micro trend within the overall structure itself. This is marking these lows for the support and down onto the all important M30 time frame. So that is still technically bearish as well. So we're still got the bias to the downside, but like I said before, using the daily counter probabilities, we can also look for the potential buy options. We're currently at a level of support here to the left, a pretty strong level of support. We have broken below it. Just gonna mark that in a little bit lower for the time being. Let's go back to the 4 hour for a second. All right, so the 4 hour suggests we could come down a little bit further. I'm going to change that to a blue zone, but we can see it's a pretty strong level to the left hand side. So I'm just going to adjust this along a little bit. All right, seeing we're at a support, we're at the current daily candles low. We've actually respected the current daily candles low, formed a weak bearish candle with long wick to the downside. In the next 15 minutes, if price, I don't like the weakness in the bullish candles at the moment. So what I've been waiting for in the next 15 minutes is for this M30 to close bullish engulfing higher low, higher high to the previous candle. That would be my catalyst to look for a buy come London open. Be waiting for a lower wick to form, and as it begins to break above the catalyst candles high, that would be my option to buy it. Aside from that, we've got the minor range within the 4 hour range. So if price pulls back up to 2,330 roughly, I'll need to reject. I'm going to just trade the range, the 30-minute range, my sell options from the resistance. At the moment, I'm going to look for the buy from support. So pretty simple plan on gold right now. Waiting to see how this M30 closes. There is going to be a potential option at the open of London session, and if not, if it just flies right now, no problem. I can look for the sells from that resistance. If we reject, we know it was still bearish in structure. We know the current daily is forming bearish, forming low series lower highs, lower lows. So let's just see how we close in the next, what is it, 14 minutes roughly. And that is the goal. Now, would I look for any further options? Let me just fix this up. All right, so what we can see above this resistance, so above 2,330, 2,331 roughly, got some clean traffic to the left hand side. also be creating a higher than a daily candle, high low, high. So therefore I would consider it off the back of also that previous daily closing back bullish. So for me, if we do begin to pop above that 2,331 roughly, then I feel there's a high probability pricing will retest the previous daily candle / the current daily candle's high at 2,334 level. So that is my analysis on gold. You probably could be in a cheeky little buy right now, but it's too rushed for me. Just literally hopped on the charts for the first time since around lunchtime my time today. I haven't even got my MetaTrader open, so I'm just doing that now. Whoops. What's going on here? Let's see if it, oh, here we go. Now it's loaded. Yeah, gold looks like it's making a bit of a push right now. Hopefully some of you are in it, but it's just way too rushed for me to jump straight in. So that's gold, that's GJ. All good. And guys, this is unbelievable. The levels from today, from early today, I've just deleted it, but if you're not in the Discord, I suggest you join it. I sent in the analysis. It's literally tapped into that level, bounced off it once, gave you options to buy it. Probably gave you a few options. It's trying to do it yet again. Yesterday, the rejection of this particular level was spot on as well, and the option we took on stream, which was a win, but this was cherry ripe. This was perfect for if anyone took a sell long after. I would take that every day of the week. I was cooking dinner, so I wasn't on the charts for it, but that would have been the breadwinner, that one for sure. That would have been a really good trade. So it did, again, did respect that level I had marked in, pre-analyzed. So good to see. Oof, bit of volume right now on gold. We do just need to chill for a bit and see what we can come up with. Franco, good morning to you. T-Dog, good morning. Brad, good day to you. Saxy, good morning. Ian, good morning. Triza, good morning to you. Vishal, good day, mate. Carl F, hello to you. Clarksonization, good day. Vishal took a buy today on gold, got stopped out, lost 140 USD, and then went back up again. Would have made 40 USD before heading back down. It's all part of the game, my friend, and look, as long as you followed your plan, that is the main thing. As long as you had, stuck to your trade management rules and that, there's not much you can do about it. Unfortunately, that's just is what it is. Sometimes you're going to get taken out before it goes your way. But just keep your head up, keep your chin up, my friend. Doc, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Clarksonization, you're in cheeky buy. I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. To be honest, if I was on a bit earlier, I probably would have been in a cheeky buy as well, because this is similar to what happened Friday. Exact level I called on Friday, it tapped right into it. We had a really weak 15-minute closure. Price began to break. It made the move without waiting for the 30 minutes to close. So it is what it is. Just really rushed for me because I was obviously first time being on the charts properly today. But I was in early. I was in from here, but just a small win. So it's been a good start to the week. Really good month. Yeah, left possible buy limit, possible. Not as keen on the buy limits within the range. I'm more confident in the buy limits once price leaves one range into a new range. The issue with this, the buy limits technically wouldn't really, if that was to be the case, to be valid until price pops below 2,317 roughly, or above 2,334. Well, 2,330 is also okay. It's relatively clean to the left. But yeah, that definitely could be an option. That's something I would consider. We just have to wait and see where we close. Once again, the level, honestly guys, not in a Discord, what are you waiting for? Link is down below. Called it. How often do I call it too, guys? I'm sure quite a lot of you are aware these levels often get respected. Clarksonization in at 23.24. Nice one, bro. Looking good. Looking really good. Hopefully you're managing the trade now because you got some decent profit on the table. Paulus, good morning to you. Mr. Steve Dean, brother. Great to have you on board as always. My one and only YouTube member at the moment. Speaking of, guys, the YouTube membership, it is there, it is available now. There's two different tiers. I'll just, while Steve's here, and I've obviously thought of it, there's two different tiers. The first tier is just to show a little bit of appreciation. It's the price of a coffee a month. Gets you some emojis, some exclusive only content, gets you early access to the videos as well. Plus tier 2 will be like a light version of VIP will be starting probably next week or in Discord. Tier 2 is like the light version of that get you access to the NY calls, private calls, some educational content, and also just some other private videos and that type of thing. So yeah, so the options are there if anyone is interested. Check it out, but don't stress it. I'm just appreciate you guys for being here, to be honest. And all you can do, the least you can do is hit the like button, and I'm more than grateful for that. Clarkson station, it's all level marked out. Yep, spot on, absolutely spot on yet again. Partial stop loss to break even, nice one. Good work. Alright, it's pulling back just now, so if there was to be a limit order, it has to close strong. No one's closed just above. GJ doing? GJ is just in the middle. Let's have a look at the news. I don't think there's much in the way of news. Alright, we've got CAD news. Not going to impact anything that we trade. Alright, consumer confidence. It's obviously going to have a bit of an impact. Predicted to be less than the previous, but anyway, that's going to be, I'm not going to be on the charts at that point there, so I'm not all that concerned by it, to be honest. Uh, 6 minutes until London Open. Let's quickly look at GU. Let's quickly do the analysis on GU. So weekly, it is forming quite a strong bullish candle, pulled back quite significantly into that previous candle, which was a bearish, strong bearish candle, lower high, low low to the previous. So weekly, you can almost argue now it's a strong bullish candle. As far as the current, I'm more concerned by the current week's direction. Looking at daily, you've got structure to the downside. You've got a bullish engulfing candle. Current candle was broken the high, low, high. It was to continue bullish. Really has not much need to pull back and break its own low. The support formed at that level. If it does, then it's likely going to make a deeper pull back into that previous daily candle. Doesn't mean it's going to shit the bed and continue down and close bearish. It may just pull back a little bit further, grab more liquidity before it heads back up. But structure wise, it is bearish. Candle probability wise, we are bullish. We are definitely bearish in structure. We can see that's the lowest point the market got to. Yeah, let's look to the left of that. This is the last two more consecutive candle pull back in the opposite direction. So therefore, anywhere between these lows, these highs, we are technically bearish in structure. So I can mark in some levels of support and resistance now on the 4 hour. Mark in the high, and we'll mark in a complete low. See what we've got below. So we can see below that previous below the current daily, sorry, like we could have some decent traffic. 30-minute structure, and this is where we look to see, can we correlate that level with anything? Is the 30-minute structure going to flip back bearish? And what you can see just now is, you could, by the looks of it, let's just draw a horizontal closures of this candle. Oh, you're really technical about it, has closed above, so you could argue that structure is going to flip bearish below this point here, and that would be your catalyst. That would be your first signal to suggest that maybe you're going to make a deeper pullback within the current weekly candle. Isn't completely stopped. It's just filled for some reason. Otherwise, we've got that. So that's the support. Just mark that in blue. Or purple. Purple will do. No big deal. Alright, so for me on GU, right now, I'd be looking for the pullback to come back down to that 126.80. Form a support above it to look for my buys. We're right in the middle of this range. We're trending back down to that support. Good form of support at this level here though, 126.840. That is another level we are fast approaching. So either 126.840 or 126.80. I want to see price pop back down to those levels, form a support above it to look for the buy options. Sells below 126.80, below that psychological number, and we'll also flip the M30 structure bearish at that point. So you're gonna wait for the closure below, tap in, and then look for your price to pull away from that level, and that would be the options on GU. There's not much margin though, but that just is GU. You get pretty tight one-to-ones, 5-star risk to reward. All right, gold rejecting. Cody, good morning to you. Localization, which group to join to learn to mark up charts the way you do? Most of that stuff's going to be the VIP, man. VIP is full on like education, pretty much access to all. Oh wow, look at that. There's some happy people in gold right now. That just shot straight up. Wow. And I was concerned whether it was going to close strong bullish. That's just literally, let's have a look at the minute chart. Yeah, that's shot up like 30 odd pips in less than a minute. Interesting. Guys, there will be an NY call for the Discord today, so if you've not joined it, it's free. For the time being, it's free. There'll always be a free section, but these NY calls will soon stop for the free group. Only be for the VIP. So one of your last opportunities to join for nothing, and why not? As a little poll for you, should be 100 to be honest. I've seen some of the other streams and they're like, they'd laugh at this when I put like 50 likes, but that's quite a big achievement, believe it or not, for this stream. I see other streams are like 300 or 500 or 1,000. I'm just after 50 will make me happy. Don't ask for much, guys. Smash that like button. Smash it without breaking your screen though, that's for sure. I want you doing that. I'm not liable. Now, closure on gold. This is just a little bit too far gone, to be honest. Child mode, Lester. Be very careful how you read that, don't you? Interesting name. All good, man. How are you? All right, got London open. All right, London is open, guys. So cheeky little entry will be the limit order. I'm not a little convinced, to be honest. Thank you for the sub. DJ is just nothing right now. Yeah, so your option is a limit order. Limit orders price taps into the hype, that bearish candle, but this candle is basically made majority of the move. So don't know if, to be honest, if it necessarily needs to pull back that far. Oh, I don't know, what's the level on IC markets? IC markets, that candle itself is 23, 25, 54. That's your only option for the time being, in my opinion. Just gonna send you in a Zoom link in a members group. Where is it? Hold on. Sorry, TikTok. I didn't realize there was anyone watching, to be honest. Are we into the buy and call because of the bigger time frames? Is that okay? Well, you're looking good. Hope you're in it a little bit earlier. So I've been calling this level all day as a level to buy from, as per the analysis sent into the Discord group. So I think you're looking pretty good. 3D Rum, good morning to you. Look at that, probably run 50%, just below 50% and pull back. Yeah, so if it flips now, I mean, when you see a catalyst with such strength like this one, really strong candle, obviously bullish engulfing high, low. Like I mentioned before, it's valid, that limit order entry. However, it's not that, in my experience, it's a low probability that price is going to pull back that far towards the flip before it flips back bullish and begins to break above the previous candle's high and head up to the resistance that helps it in. So the other option, and this is something that we've been watching a little bit of, I'm not as comfortable taking it low within the range, is just simply using a fib retracement, marking the high and low of the candle itself. And what we tend to see is price pulls back to around the 50% of that previous candle, maybe a little bit lower, between the 50 and a 61.8. And that is generally a place where you could potentially have a limit order set at that point. So that is what would have worked in this case, because you'd be safely in profit right now. You'd be already 10 plus pips in profit. So yeah, is what it is. That limit order now would not be valid, the one from lower down, guys. Very flip back bullish. So you place the limit order in anticipation it's going to pull back to create slow wick, tag you in, grab that liquidity, and then flip. So that's all good. Our GJ is just a mess. So now we're going to wait and see gold 23.30 how it reacts. And guys, yesterday we got the trade almost 3 hours into the stream. So again, it's all about patience. I don't know when or if, but I will react if and when the time comes. And been in some really good form, so we just hold tight. Vishal, you will get there, man. I see big potential, even though it might take longer than others, but I know that for a fact you will one day become well-known stream. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I'm not a quitter. That's one thing I'm not. Definitely not a quitter. So I think you guys see as well, I'm pretty committed. Not, if I'm late, it's like a minute late or something. I'm not ever too late. If I say I'm on stream, I'm on stream, no matter how bad I'm feeling. Clarkson session, watching your markout live really helping. Which group to join to learn debt market? That's the VIP, man. VIP gets all the benefits. I'll be doing some sim sessions. I'll be doing live education sessions. So not just content, but actual live education sessions. So like you guys can choose like a topic each week, what you'd like to go over, and we're gonna do like a live 30-minute educational session. So that's another thing, another benefit you do get for the VIP. Because like I said, guys, it's all well and good to have signals and all that. However, you're only going to learn if you actually learn to fish yourself. So that's what I'll be trying to do. It's the best way to go about it. In all honesty, I was, one who at the beginning was looking for signals, and it does help to actually, but if you understand what the trade, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's in your best interest to learn why a certain person is taking that trade. And then if you understand it, you think you can make that type of thing work for you, then you go in a little bit more depth as to learn to fish for yourself. So mark that up, guys. Like, take notes. Strong catalyst candle. So you've got that, first of all, that tick. So you've got the signal suggests we're going to continue to the upside. Where did it pull back to? Well, it pulled back between a 50 and 0.618. It didn't quite pull back into the height of that bearish candle. But you know, when you got such a strong catalyst, that maybe start back testing it, start paper trading, forward testing, whatever, and just see how it goes. Keep a little file on your computer, your Mac, your laptop, whatever you use, and just take screenshots of it. That's the best way you can go moving forward to, you know, adapt to the markets, to add new entries to your toolbox. Oh, good. Like sensation, no problem. And it will be a special introductory option too, which the people who join the first month will be, we kept on that price bracket until they basically are done. That's another benefit for the people who join from the beginning. Foundation members, like the gym I'm at, I'm a foundation member. All right, GJ, not a great deal going on, GJ. Let's look at EU. All right, EU is moving okay. It's not flipping structure. It's just created a lower low though, or potentially confirming a lower low. Be flipping a micro trend bearish. Bit of volume popping in. Strong daily closure. 4 hours at a resistance. Technically bearish. It's very similar to yesterday when we're looking at EU. I think. No, yesterday it was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, for me on EU, I'd be looking for price to pull back to the same level as yesterday anyway. 107.20. Form of support to buy it. If you're not in sales right now, it's a little bit late. Wow, Bitcoin's sold off. All right, guys, who is actually interested in trading crypto? I'm gonna actually, create another poll. I'm not sure if I can. No, I can't do it. All right, guys, let me know, show of hands, who is actually interested in trading crypto? Yes or no? Type in the chat, yes or no. Who's interested in trading, more so the main majors, or the main pairs, main coins, or whatever you call it, main crypto, Bitcoin, ETH. Probably more so Bitcoin, to be honest, than anything. Let me know though, show of hands, guys, yes or no. Anyone interested in trading crypto? Because I can start analyzing it. I would consider trading it. I've even live with Gbpjpy account. I can even show you guys how to use Gbpjpy. Organization, yes. Okay, no. Steve, yes. You have ETH already. That's it. Okay. Interesting. Well, I like to have more people on stream, but just the way my stream is, I don't really get more people on it for whatever reason right now. It's frustrating. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think I've done anything stupid. Yeah, trades have been pretty good. LF, yes. All right. Maybe we can start looking into it a bit more. Yeah, I think just Bitcoin though. Euro pound. Only because you're a good blow on stream. So because I really don't recommend trading this pair, to be honest. It's good to use as strength to gauge the strength of the currency, either currency, if you're trading against another pair. But anyway, nonetheless, let's quickly do the analysis. Weekly, weak bullish, current candle high, low, high, high. So that it's marking a current weekly candle's low. Breaks it, is likely going to come back down further. Oh, that looks nasty. Daily just consolidating. I mean, structurally it's bearish. This is, yeah, structurally it's bearish on a daily. We do have high highs, high lows and candles, but it does look like it's exhausting. There is no sustained impulse at all. It's just a slow trickle up. Yeah, on 4 hour, very nasty area price action. It's currently out of support on the 4 hour. As soon as you break that support, you run straight into another support. Hence why I don't really would not recommend trading this pair, to be honest. It does look better above that resistance. Structure wise, the 4 hour is technically bullish, so you do have that on your side. So potentially, as far as looking for buyers, you could maybe above this resistance. It's at a 4 hour support, and the structure wise, it is bullish on a 4 hour. M30, just adjust this a little bit. Now the M30 is bearish. All right, so what I'd be looking at is I'd be looking based off higher time frames, or the 4 hour more so, being it's at a 4 hour level. I'd still consider buys from the support, but the better buy options are above the resistance. Let price tap in and begin to pull away from it. For me, that would be the option, buy it above. Why is it lagging so much? 84.64 or 84.64 for the buys. For the sells, the price pulls back to that level yet again, only to reject. Then I would look to sell it back down like 30-minute structure, and it sells upon closures below 84.50, a psychological number. At that point there, it's likely to come back down to next support. Not much margin in that. I have no idea how much volume this pair moves with. Wouldn't think much at all, to be honest. Probably very small candles, as far as if you use the rule tool to mark up see how much volume. And I mean, that's a big candle. That's less than 10 pips. So you can probably get really small RR. High stop loss, tight target. Yeah, that's my opinion of it. Back to Gold and GJ. Steve will come. Yeah, eventually we'll get there. Oh, that maybe it's quiet Forex. Look, crypto. Yeah, that's something we can do. I mean, we've got the plan for Gold and GJ right now. They're both right in the middle. Literally right in the middle. So it's not a great deal. So let's just do the analysis on Bitcoin, all right? And what we're going to do is catalyst time frame. That is the point of the interesting topic that we need to determine. What will be the entry time frame, the catalyst time frame? Is it going to be the 30 or the hourly? The thing is, with the hourly, obviously we only have like 2 hourly candle closures basically on the stream. So I reckon we test it out properly on a 30-minute time frame, as we would trade it any other Forex currency pair. Let's try it that way on Bitcoin. So let's do this, guys. Let's have a look at, let's do a top-down analysis on Bitcoin, starting at the weekly time frame. What we can see is previous weekly candle was a strong bearish candle. Current candle is forming strong bearish, also has a lower high, lower low to the previous. What we can see is, though, we're tapping into all this support to the left-hand side. What we know is, seeing we have a lower high, lower low to the previous weekly candle, if we were to continue bearish, there really is no need for us to pull back up and break our own candles high. But based off that, if we do begin to break the current weekly candles high, there's a high probability that we're going to respect this support and begin to flip and potentially pull back further into the range above that 61k level. So that's just based off the weekly time frame. So we're strong bearish, but bouncing into a level of support. The daily, you can see also it's quite evident we're at a very strong support. We've broken one, we're trying to pop back above it. pretty much tap right into the next support around that 58k. What we can see structure wise though, it is still remains bullish. I'll tell you why, because this is the one big impulse to the upside. There is no two more consecutive counter pull back in the opposite direction. This to me just resembles a bit of a pause within the overall push to the upside. So therefore, that is the highest point. That is the origin of the swing. All this in between is just micro trend basically. And anything between, we do remain bullish in structure on the daily time frame. What we can do is though look to counter probabilities, and what we can see is we've got the daily counter probabilities to the downside. We really don't have much or any lower wick on the current daily counter, so let's just mark in that counter's low and see what we've got below that level. So we're bullish in structure with counter probabilities to the downside. 4-hour structure looks to be, let's just quickly, yeah, we've got a proper swing here on the 4-hour. 4-hour to me looks bearish. I think we all agree 4-hour is bearish in structure. Does look cleaner on the 4-hour as well, so can't yet confirm resistance here, so I'm not going to throw it in, but we do have that support at around that 59, just above 59k. Below it, there is potential for price to pop back down towards 56k as well. Looks relatively clean below the previous daily candle's low. Far as where we could potentially pull back to grab liquidity, well, we've tapped into this previous support to the left, so if I'm to look further to the left, this resistance basically lines up with that support. So when I determine levels that we could potentially pull back to and we've got clean traffic to the upside, always look back to the left, guys. They are previous areas of data that price is reacted to, so or previous areas of price that the chart is reacted to. So if we do pull back to yet again around that 63k sort of level, then I feel still we're technically still going to be bearish in the 4-hour as well, and it could be a level to grab some more liquidity before it heads back down with more volume. But what we can see in a 30-minute time frame, structure wise, we are technically bullish. We have this is the lowest point. This is the swing, the 2 or more consecutive counter pull back in the opposite direction, the origin of the swing low. So therefore, really anything between a high and a low is technically bullish in structure on a 30-minute. So we've got a neutral bias on Bitcoin, guys. I'm gonna mark in this resistance. Now it is a 30-minute level, it's not yet a 4-hour level. We're closing below support in the next 10 minutes potentially. If this was gold or GJ, I'd be looking for a closure below and then look for my sell option. Based off the level we're at, we're rejecting this resistance to the left. We do have, like I said, daily counter probabilities to the downside. We are bearish on the 4-hour. We've got the weekly, previous weekly closing a strong bearish candle, current candle. This is a level that within the current candle, current weekly, that price could potentially pull back to reject, get back down. So in the next 9.5 minutes, and let's just keep an eye on it. I'm not trading it live just yet, but let's keep an eye on it. I'd be looking at potential Bitcoin sell below. Let's mark it in 60,953.50. So we'll come back to it. Just remind me, 9 minutes. And let's just see how it plays out. So exactly the same way as what we trade Forex. The target would be, I mean, what's 10 pips on Bitcoin? $100, I'd say. So yeah, make of that what you will. Maybe you target a 1-to-1 minimum. So stop loss above the candle's high. Obviously the wider, slightly wider target, it's not that wide of a target, but will be the most recent support around at 60-40 to 60-30. That's Bitcoin, guys. Hopefully it makes sense. GJ just consolidating. Gold, likewise, not much happening. Need to chill and wait. Let's once again keep an eye on Bitcoin as well. TikTok. Apologies for forgetting about you guys. Do trade using TradingView. Name was given. No, I don't. I use MetaTrader. Also, because I like to use magic keys to manage my trades. So it's a toolkit. Not sure if you know of it. It's basically just a physical calculator, and this helps me manage my trades. So instead of having to use manage trades manually on MetaTrader, you can just use this. It's a free plug for magic keys, Mr. Roger Banks. Goats jumped in on the TikTok. Nice to have you. You're an EU sell. You're looking good there, my friend. Nice one. Yeah, it's looking really good. Just be careful because it's tapped into this level. It's retesting that resistance from yesterday. And look what it's doing right now. It's literally pretty much bang on it and it's bouncing off it. Maybe that's what I should have called myself. Levels don't lie. Yep, wicks don't lie. Levels don't lie. How true have these levels been of late, guys? Only 30 on stream. What's going on YouTube? Who's in trades? Let me know. Anyone in a trade right now? Apparently spamming the chat helps tick the algorithm over. I have no idea, to be honest, but apparently it does. My chat rate's really slow. There's like one message every minute or every 2 minutes, if that, not even. Oh, keep going. For me, it helps. All good, brother. Don't have to stress it too much. It's all good. It will come. It will come. It's just a little bit frustrating because the live views have gone down significantly. I have no idea why, to be honest. I don't think the trades have been bad. I think I educate. I do my best to educate. Like sensation, spine with levels, still in a buy. Nice one. Yeah, levels have been awesome. Levels have been really true to the analysis. Goats, g'day to you on YouTube now. Welcome. Goats, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the compliment. I know I'm not the most exciting streamer because I'm not in a trade for 5 minutes, but it's not necessarily to be. It's not necessary to be in a trade for 5 minutes. I'd teach you guys to hunt quality. I mean, I do a fair bit in the Discord for free as well, as far as what I'm looking at, entries and explaining it. So, Vishal, yeah, it's all right, man. It's all right. Just down at the warehouse, do some stuff around there. Bit of a mess these days, and all good. How about yourself, bro? Leo, good morning to you. Earlier I was thinking the exact same. Nice one. Yeah, I got in a buy earlier today for a small win. Purely based off the levels again. Did mention it in the Discord as well. What's Bitcoin doing? All right, so let's watch it because we're not in the next 2 minutes going to get an option on GJ and gold. So let's do this, guys. I'm not trading it live right now. I don't have to buy a bit up. I don't even know what. I don't think I have much money in it, to be honest. Maybe like 10 bucks or something. But let's test this out properly and then look to trade it live in the future. I'll pull the buy bid up count up. We'll maybe chuck in a couple $100 and just see how we go with it. Vishal, it's almost 1 p.m. here in India, so nothing much. Looking at trading. Nice one. Good time to the London session, isn't it? We'll go to gym later. Nice one. No gym for me today. I plan to go back tomorrow. Had 4 kilos of protein arrive yesterday. Absolute bargain too. Absolute cracking deal. Down on IG, a local well, manufacturer. I'm not manufacturer. What are they? The retailer. They do. I don't know. But they probably don't manufacture their own protein, but it's their own brand. I think it all comes basically from the same factory. They just put their own labels on it and all that, as far as I'm aware. All right. What I'd be looking at is a limit order. This is what I'd be looking at on a currency pair. So this was what I'd be looking at on Bitcoin. That would be what I'm looking at in 25 seconds from now. Let's just see this thing. And let's use the fib. Let's use all the tools we would use on a currency pair. So 50% of fib is back above that support, so it's not going to cut it. So we know based off that, then really the option is to look for that interruption. So made a nice move down, nice strong closure below that support. Now you want to pull back, tap in. I wouldn't like it if it was just a melt without the upper wick. Like of any currency pair, I'd be the exact same. I wouldn't be taking without the upper wick. So right now, I want it to pull back, create an upper wick. If it doesn't tap into that resistance, that previous support, and bounce off it as resistance, now I'd look to sell it as a break zone low for the second time. That's what I'd be looking at. Leo buys as well, so daily hasn't flipped yet, so it can lead to good runners. Yeah, potentially. Coming back down just now, goal. $17.51 USD in a 1 minute Bitcoin trade. It's the potential of it. Don't need to be in trades long in Bitcoin. But yeah, so that's what I'd be looking at. Pull back to 60.9535. That would be the level I'd look for a limit order. But full disclosure, I'm not taking this live. I've seen one of a streamer just trades anything and everything. The dude with the mask won't show his face. Has like over 1,000 people on his streams. He's in about 20 trades a day. Once again, it's all good, but go try doing it by yourself. Trust me, you'll get yourself in a mess. Oh, there you go. There's the second entry. It's broke the low, it's popped back up, create upper wick. So that potentially is the next entry. So again, we're just testing this. Stop loss is wider though. Stop loss is wider on this one, seeing you're entering without the on the break of the low. Once again, let's just test this just to see. $10 pips is what? It's just marking that level as where you get to break even. This is live testing. This is how I would do it my own time, guys. Normally I do it on a small account just to be in it, the real feeling of live trading, the emotional side of things. I feel we should trade ETC 2 man if good trade shows up. ETH, you mean? Or is that Ethereum Classic? Parts of shit right now. R3D ROM, there is no valid entry yet. I'm waiting, there's nothing for me to... Shit, there is absolutely nothing right now. Mafia, good day to you. And to be honest, I don't know if this is the best time to be trading Bitcoin. I would have thought it moves more during NY session. That was nice. Nice. Had a big sell-off off the back of mainly Nvidia. Nvidia had a big sell-off. So let's have a look at this. NVDA. So I think I had like the biggest 3-day sell-off or something. One of the biggest 3-day sell-offs in history of the Nasdaq, if I'm not mistaken. And this was the number one by way of market cap until this drop. It actually just dropped back to like number 3 now, below Apple and Microsoft. But prior to that, it was actually at number 1. So this big drop from Nvidia has shifted Nasdaq fairly significantly to the downside as well. Look at that. It's pretty much a replica of the Nvidia chart. So talk about correlation. Look at that. It's Mafia in a buy from 23.24. Nice one. We've got a few people in buys from around that level. I was in it from earlier. I was in a buy from that level, but I got stopped out at break even the end. Well, not the runner, sorry. I do take partials around 11 pips or so. All right, I got stopped out at break even. BTC for sure, yeah. Why not? Oh, looks like we're gonna struggle to get to 50 likes. Oh man. Michelle, appreciate it, man. Thank you. James, more into you, man. Hope you're well. Who I called today? Yeah. I'll be on for MY. I am a man, my word. So if I say I'm on, I will be on. Charlotte's Merc's gone life, like ask care, people money to see. Next goal is to permanently be overseas, man. That is my next main goal. I have an idea for when I'm overseas as well, as far as business and that as well. Something that myself and my partner have been discussing for quite some time. So that's something that we'll try to venture out into. But other than that, yeah, just get myself overseas permanently. That's the main thing. Stack more silver as well, buy more silver, and some gold. But on the pullbacks, just the value gold compared to silver. I mean, it's just gold is so overpriced in comparison. Not saying that it's not going to keep going up, because I feel gold is just going to end up probably around that 5k eventually. Not saying it's going to happen this year. But with all the shit that goes on around the world and the fact that money just keeps devaluing, the only real money is it's pretty much God's money, and that's gold and silver, platinum, whatever you can mine. That's real money. So in my opinion, gold is going to continue. It will, yeah, it's going to have its pullbacks, but it's not going to go back to basically peanuts. I doubt it's ever going to get back to below $1,000. Look, it's going to struggle to get much below 2,000 in my opinion. But when you're looking at it in comparison to silver, silver's not at its all-time high. This is against the Aussie dollar, so let's look at it against the US dollar. But I mean, it's nowhere near its all-time high. The all-time high is around 50 US. Yeah, what is it? 40, yeah, just 50 US, we'll round it up. So it's only halfway there, basically. There's a lot more upside potential, plus it's the most highly conductible metal, plus it's used in pretty much every sector of, you know, electronics. It's used in what's it called? In the industrial sector. So I mean, it's the main component of solar panels as well. So apparently the newest solar panels also need more silver in the production. So therefore silver is just, there's going to be more of it required moving forward, especially for that green future that, you know, every economy is striving towards. So you're definitely going to need more silver, and it's becoming a little bit more scarce. Plus, it's one of those assets that's heavily weighed down by the banks, major banks. As soon as some of these countries start actually calling for physical delivery of their silver, it could really sink some of these major banks. Some of the big ones in the States. So it's really interesting, to be honest. Like I said, I listened to Silver Slayer podcast or on YouTube, on another YouTube streamer. I think he's really cool, young guy as well. I like his content, and yeah, that's my plan, man. James, not on stream. No, I was a bit late for this gold entry because I start later on Tuesdays. Did take a trade during Asian session for a small W. I mean, yesterday we caught a trade right at the end of the stream for a win on gold as well. So streams have been going well. Just not the numbers on streams, unfortunately. Michelle, yeah, it's really affordable too. That's the thing. I just DCA every few weeks. Now I just buy a few ounces. Be good to have some gold. I've got a little bit, not much though. All right, so gold back of that support. What's Bitcoin doing? It's trying to make the move. All right. So a little paper trade on Bitcoin. So now if this was a currency pair, this candle spent a fair portion of it creating the upper wick, and it's now flipping again. If it broke its own high, I'd probably just cut the trade. So that's what I'd be doing on that entry. So as of now, you'd have about 3 pips on the table. So that entry is no longer valid. So we remove that. Looking good. You got 5.5 pips. There you go, guys. I'd be at break even probably now. Job done. You were trading it. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, screenshot it. Trade 1. Be a break even. Interesting to see if it works on the cryptos, because when you start trading, it just provides more variety for the stream as well. The stream flowing a bit more. But like I said, I'd probably just focus on Bitcoin because there's just way too many cryptos and they all follow Bitcoin pretty much either way. TikTok, thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Vishal, used to work in the jewelry industry for 3 years and now I left my job to start trading. I don't ever want to work for anyone else again and do my own thing. First target is to get 200k. Nice one. It's good to have targets, but again, just don't put pressure on yourself though, because targets can also lead to your emotion starting to get involved in your trading, starting to take control of you. You won't feel fulfillment if you don't achieve a certain target in a certain time frame. It's good to have the target though, I understand it, but maybe just have small sort of targets in between to aim for. Bouncing off it again. Come on, honestly guys, these levels, once again, spot on, absolutely spot on. All right, so probably would be out break even. Not sure if we would have secured anything. Yeah, probably not. Probably about 8.5 pips. Probably not enough, but nonetheless, yeah, it would have been a decent entry. Honestly, guys, I can't stress it enough. We don't always need to be involved in trades. We just patiently wait. Trade your plan. Literally trade your plan. Sometimes it's going to be boring. There's not going to be much happening. But if you can walk away from a stream or walk away from a session, having stuck to your plan and not caved into anything in between, you should feel good about it. In all honesty, it's going to hold you in really good stead moving forward. It shows enormous discipline. Because that's what it is. You need to have the discipline and patience. You need to treat it as a business. If you're bored and you take a trade for the sake of it, then you're treating it as gambling. That's fact. There's no other way about it, to be honest. No, I'm not going to beat around the bush and talk rubbish, because that is the truth. Trading's not meant to be fun. If you want fun, just go to the pokies, chuck $10, $20 into a bloody poker machine and press the stupid buttons. That's maybe, I don't know, maybe a bit of fun for 5 minutes until it's gone. Trading is a big test, a massive test of patience and discipline. Right now, I'm definitely not going to be first to GJ race, because eventually it's going to move. But how do we know in which direction? Look at all this. Amongst all this, there is absolutely no direction. It's just crap. Every time you're looking at it, you're like, oh, it's gonna melt, it's gonna melt, it's gonna melt, straight back up. Every time it looks like it's gonna break up, straight back down. So you just need to patiently wait and let it decide. Let it create the move up. Potentially reject to sell it. Create the move down, reject to buy it. All you can really do in this situation. As much as you want to get involved, it's not always going to be an option to get involved. Going on TikTok, how we going, guys? Wow, look at that. Nice. Bitcoin doing its thing. Once again, probably would be stopped out break even, but it's a different beast, so it's something you just need to watch out for. But the actual analysis plays out nonetheless, which is always good to see. The next likely destination Bitcoin is 60.50 first of all, and then you're probably looking at 64.50 and then 63.30. Alright guys, I'm gonna get going. This is just, there's nothing happening. Appreciate you all for joining. Catch you in the Discord later for MY. Cheers guys.